Welcome back to How To Videos Limited. In today's video, I'm breaking down what is a VIN number. So let's get right into it.
On. Then he showed me the VIN numbers and everywhere that VIN numbers are. I didn't even know that there's over 130 places in a car where a VIN number exists.
Oh, wow.
Right.
130.
Over
so if you just
100
scratch off the one on the dashboard, that's nothing.
That's nothing. That's just the most visible one that
Yeah.
they always check because it's more convenient. And then of course the side of the doors, and man, they listen, like for instance the BMWs, them shits are engraved in the engine, like literally engraved.
All right, so that video clip right there was from Akon, who's like a R&B superstar celebrity pop singer. But before he actually blew up in the music industry, he was running a chop shop out in like New Jersey and then in Florida. And that blew my mind. There's over 130 VIN numbers or even more in some vehicles. And so I wanted to break down the meaning behind a VIN number and what the numbers and letters actually mean. So follow me over to my computer and let's get right into this. All right, so now that we're in my computer, let's go ahead and discuss what is a VIN number. So basically, a VIN number is an assigned by the automaker. It stands for Vehicle Identification Number. It's a combination of about 17 characters and numbers. It's assigned to a car or truck during production. It's almost like a social security number for your car. So basically, a vehicle's VIN number provides important information such as the location of its original build and the type of engine. As of 1981, all vehicles have a VIN with 17 characters. So that's basically the breakdown of what a VIN number is and basically what it acts as. So a VIN number can be found in several places. As that video explained, Akon, the R&B pop singer, he actually broke it down that, some vehicles have over 130 locations where that VIN number could be found to make it more difficult for people to steal and chop shop cars. But basically, the more visible ones that you would see would be beneath the windshield, on the driver's side of the vehicle, sometimes in the engine bay on the firewall, and then on a sticker or metal plate on the driver's side door jamb. So that's where you can see the more visible ones. But as indicated in that video, there's over 130 of them. They're hidden all throughout the car. So that way, if the car is stolen and the police recover it, and the person that stole the car didn't know where all of them were, they could go back and locate it and retrieve the car and place it back with the original owner. So that's where the VIN numbers can be found. Now let's go ahead and talk about what is in a VIN number. So right here is kind of like a sample of a VIN number, and we're going to break down all the different components and what the different letters and numbers mean. So the VIN is information is organized into groups, and a search of your vehicle identification number can tell you a lot about your car. So there's even a bit of fraud detection in the form of the check digit described below. The first group of 3 numbers and letters in a VIN make up the World Manufacturer Identifier, that's WMI. And in this group, the first digit or letter identifies the country of origin. So for example, cars made in the United States start with either a 1, a 4, or a 5. Canada is number 2, and Mexico is number 3. Japan is J, South Korea is K, England is S, Germany is W, and Sweden or Finland is Y. So that's basically the first one. So in this case, country of manufacturer, number 5 would indicate a US vehicle. The second element in this group tells you about the manufacturer. In some cases, it's the letter that begins with the manufacturer's name. So for example, Audi is, A for Audi, B is for BMW, G is for General Motors, L is for Lincoln, but A can also stand for Jaguar or Mitsubishi. So it's confusing, and that's why I wanted to put this video together. This can be very confusing, but good information at the same time. Jaguar, Mitsubishi, and R can also stand for Audi as well. So it may sound confusing, but the next digit ties it all together. So the third digit, so like in this case, the Y, and then the third digit would be the vehicle type or division. So the third digit, when combined with the first 2 letters or numbers, indicates the vehicle type or manufacturing division. Wikipedia has a list of WMI codes. So in my description, you could click on the description, and I'm going to have links to some of the more useful information on how to break down the VIN number. So definitely check out my description, as I will have those links, and especially this link to the Wikipedia WMI code. So that's basically the breakdown of the first three, the WMI, the World Manufacturer Identifiers. And so now let's get into numbers 4 through 8. That actually describes the car with such information as the body type, restraint system, transmission type, and engine codes. So basically number 4 through 8 in this case would be SA1DG. So vehicle's brand, the body style, the engine size and type, and the model series. So that's the next 4 digits. So 4 digits 4 through 8 goes over the vehicle's brand, the body style, the engine size and the type, model, series, and etc. The number 8, number 9. So the number 9 digit is the security check digit, and so that's which is used to detect invalid VIN numbers that appears varies and is based on a mathematical formula that the U.S. Department of Transportation has developed. So in this case, it's number 9. The next digit, in the 10th position, you'll see a letter indicating the model year. So this typically, the Y corresponds to model years, 1981 to 2000. The VIN number, the VIN number does not use ones from 2001 to 2009. The number 1 through 9 were used in place of letters, and the alphabet actually started over from A in 2010 and will continue through until 2030. So I know it's super confusing. So here's a breakdown of the models from the year 2000. So Y equals 2000. 1 would be 01, 202, 303, 404, 505, 606. 7 would be 2007, 8, 2008, 9, 2009, and then it goes back to A would be at 2010, B, 2011, C, 2012, D, 2013, E, 2014, F, 2015, G, 2016, H, 2017, J, 2018, K, 2019, and L, 2020. So that's kind of a breakdown, and I know it's confusing, and that's why I kind of covered the different ones. So that is the model year. And then we get into the letter or number in position number 11 actually indicates the manufacturing plant the vehicle was assembled at. So each automaker has its own set of plant codes. So in this case, it was F. And then the last six digits, positions 12 through 17, are the production sequence numbers which each car receives on the assembly line. So the vehicle's production number and the serial number is the last 12 through 17. So now we're going to go ahead and follow me to Mannheim database, and I'm going to plug in this VIN number and let's see what pops up. So now that I kind of broke down the actual 17 letters and numbers of what a VIN number indicates, now let's actually type it into Mannheim and see what vehicle pops up, so you can see how Mannheim can track that, and then we can find out what the MMR, Mannheim Market Report value, and we can gather some other good information from typing in the VIN number into Mannheim's database. All right, so let's jump into the Mannheim website. All right, so now we're in the Mannheim website, and I just plugged in the VIN number for this vehicle, and it actually is a 2013 Tesla Model S 4-door sedan. So what's cool about the Mannheim Market Report is by me typing in this VIN number, it actually will auto-populate the exact vehicle type, make, model, year, and all that. And then it's also going to give me what's called the MMR. So if you've never seen any of my videos, MMR stands for Mannheim Market Report. So in this case, the base MMR is 25,700, and it can range anywhere from 23,700 to 27,600. So basically, this is what dealers have paid for a similar make, model, series, type in the Mannheim market database. So us dealers, that's typically what we pay. So your job as a dealer, if you are bidding on a 2013 Tesla Model S, you want to get the vehicle at or below the Manheim market report. If you can get it below, awesome. That gives you more wiggle room to make some profit. If you're getting it right there, you're still doing good. If you're paying way above the MMR, then that means that you're paying a lot more than other dealers have paid for this very similar vehicle. What's also cool about it too, the website, is it'll actually tell you what vehicles similar are for sale. So this one, a 2013 Model S, is actually got 84,913 miles on it, and they're actually selling it for 25,500. Another one for a 2014 Model S is got 78,000. That one's actually not showing an MMR. We got another 2013 Model S that's somebody's listing it for sale for 28,200. And that kind of gauges, okay, if somebody else is selling it for this is what we could potentially get. And remember, at the end of the day, the car's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. But this gives us a good gauge as to whether or not we have some wiggle room. So if this guy's selling a 2013 for 28,200, and you can pick it up for 25,700, and obviously there's a Manheim fee, you might have some capital expenditure, some items that need to be fixed on the vehicle. But let's say all in, you're at 26.5, and that would still give you some wiggle room to make a couple grand, maybe $1,500. So that's really cool about the website. And then you could actually even also enter the amount of miles on the odometer. So let's say, for example, this vehicle had, let's guesstimate, the example, let's say that there was 87,313 miles. Let's say region, West Coast. I'm out in California, so let's pretend this is a West Coast. And grade, let's say 2013, I would give it like a 3.5 condition report. And then color, so the color also matters too. And let's see, I typically like to buy silver vehicles or white vehicles. So let's do silver. So silver, so it actually adjusted down. So we actually lost some money because of the mileage. And then we also lost some money on the condition report. So now the adjusted MMR is now 25,300 as opposed to the 25,700. So that's one of the things that you can plug in to kind of put a better value on the vehicle. And then, like I said, you could use similar vehicles for sale down below. And that's how I would go about analyzing a vehicle. I also like to go out and check, Carvana, CarMax, Enterprise, and see if they're selling any of these 2013 Tesla Model S's to see exactly how much they're charging. Or sometimes I just type in a Google search 2013 Tesla Model S 4-door sedan for sale, see what pops up, kind of gain an average of what people are selling it for. I also take into consideration whether it's a dealership that's offering financing. A lot of people are willing to pay a little bit more if they can get it for financing, because a lot of people do not have 26, 27, 28,000 cash laying around. So for us smaller dealerships that aren't offering the buy here, pay, buy here, pay here model, and it's just strictly cash, that's also a factor, to consider as well. So maybe I'd knock off a little bit money and, and sell it for a little bit cheaper than what Carvana and CarMax, who are offering financing. So that way I can say, hey, yeah, come to me and you can get it for a couple grand cheaper then. But you also got to remember to still, at the end of the day, it's all about making profit. So wanted to, just go over the VIN number, show you how you can apply the VIN number and plug it into Manheim's database to get a MMR and gather some other good information before you purchase or bid on any vehicles. All right, so I want to thank you for tuning in. Till the next video, take care, and don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe. And there's also 2 other dealer educational videos you can click on to gain more knowledge. All right, thanks.